Meiline Anak Frederick with matrix number 272466. So today I'm going to present about the introductions of contract law. A contract is an agreement between two or more parties that is legally binding and in which each party agrees to fulfill a legal duty that must be fulfilled. Many parts of daily life are governed by a contract, such as the purchase of real estate, the application for a vehicle loan, the signing of employment-related documentation, and the acceptance of terms and conditions when purchasing goods and services or using computer software. Generally speaking, legal disputes surrounding contracts emerge when one party fails to fulfill the legal responsibility that it has promised to do. When one party fails to perform under contract, the other party may be able to sue for money damages or in some restricted instances, may be able to petition the court to order the other party to perform as promised. So in this video, our group chose to discuss about contract dispute in travel and tourism when the online deal goes bad, and I will pass it on to the next presenter.
Hello everyone, my name is Jaquendra Wilfred and my metric number is 270794. So today, I will be presenting about the facts of the case. So, the plaintiff of this case is a couple secured a package which includes airline tickets and a hotel room with a view overlooking the ocean. A panoramic view of the hotel room overlooking the ocean was available on the travel broker's website. On arriving in Italy, the couple finds that the room they have reserved does not overlook the ocean and is actually 5 miles from the nearest beach. Neither does it match the description they receive online. 2 days before the vacation comes to an end, John slips and falls in the hotel lobby and suffers serious injury. The couple feels that they have not been adequately compensated by the hotel and return to the US, disappointed with their vacation experience. On arriving in the US, John and Sally file a lawsuit against Leisure at Your Fingertips and the hotel for breach of contract and medical expenses. The company scoffed at this lawsuit as they do not own the hotel and their primary place of residence is not in the US. This case explores e-commerce contract liability and its impact on the travel and tourism industry, the basic principle of US contract law and how this principle may conflict with doing business online are reviewed. Specifically, contract disputes and its related legal viewpoints are addressed. In closing, recommendation will be made for travel and tourism organizations on how to minimize liability in e-commerce transactions. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Levdia and Eunick and my metric number is 269900. Next, I will be presenting on the issues of the case. The issue that have been found in this case study is jurisdiction issues. Jurisdiction issues are particularly pertinent when considering liability related to travel and tourism products, since the consumption of the products and liability most often occur in jurisdiction different from that of the consumer and online sales agent. Perplexing issues arise in the internet litigation when an online purchase is made and the consumer feels that the contract has been breached. Which, how, and where to pursue legal recourse is often not clear. Jurisdiction comes into play in almost all litigation involving e-commerce. In this hypothetical case, the defendant, Leisure at Your Fingertips.com, scoffed at the lawsuit as they do not own the hotel and their primary place of residence is not in the US, where the plaintiff, Sally and John, filed the lawsuit after they arrived in the US. Sally and John and Leisure at Your Fingertips.com, where the breach of contract is due to the negligence of the hotel located in the country different from that of the online sales agent who was acting as a broker for the hotel. As this matter is brought to the court, the defendant asked the court to dismiss the case brought by the plaintiff based on a lack of appropriate jurisdiction. The court, however, determined that these acts did constitute contacts with the state, which gave rise to the lawsuit. As such, jurisdiction was proper.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nabilah Binti Mohamad, metric number 270980. For my part, in this assignment, I will explain to you about the holding of the case. Holding of the case is the important thing where in law, because holding of the case is the court answer to the issue presented for decision. That is referred to the court's application of the governing legal rule to the particular set of fact before it. And holding of the case is same as a decision made by the judge. However, this decision can also refer to the judge's entire opinion. For this case, the holding of the case is the decision the court relied on the offline case of Shut V, which is the passage contract ticket received by the couple contain a closed designation code located in the state of Florida as the agreed upon exclusive venue for litigating any dispute arising under the contract between passenger and carrier. And from the case, the Farah selection clause, the court rules in favor of Carnival Cruise Line, despite evidence that the couple were physically and financially incapable of pursuing litigation in Florida. And this case must be noted in the MSN case, which is the Microsoft Network. So the issue was improper billing practice. The term of the agreement took precedence because the plaintiff could pursue further action in the appropriate court, but this is often a lengthy and time-consuming affair. For the conclusion on holding of the case, the travel and tourism business must take precautionary measures to ensure that the terms of their contract are not only fair but easily understood by consumer. And also, travel and tourism business in institution in contract should first consider of nature of their website or the business model which is passive and interactive that currently being used. That's all for me, and I will pass to the next present.
The rationale is the decision issue is in accordance with the law enforced under the Washington courts, so the plaintiff should respect the decision. As stated in the contract, the locations of the country for litigating any disputes arising under the contract between the passengers and carriers located in Florida, but the plaintiff is in a hurry to file a suit to highlight the issue without referring back to the passage contract ticket. To prevent customers from being careless in scrutinizing the content of unclear e-contract, the government should force companies involved in the tourism and hospitality industry to follow the actions that proposed by Levdia 1997, which will increase the probability that a contract is enforceable and otherwise reduce the e-commerce race faced especially by online travel and tourism businesses. There has 5 actions that proposed by Levdia. First, ensure all terms and conditions are displayed in clear, simple, and straightforward language that can be understood by the consumer public. Second, use page-by-page prompts requiring the customer to scroll through the terms and conditions by clicking on an icon at the bottom of each page. Third, state as a term of the agreement that the online display is the sole, exclusive, and final agreement between the parties. Fourth, offer the customer an opportunity to telephone a designated representative to discuss any terms or conditions that the customer does not understand. And the last one is include a written statement or warranty that the person indicating acceptance has the authority to do so on behalf of his or her institutions or company.
In conclusion, there are 4 major issues which specific to e-contract that court refer to, which is jurisdiction, business model, click-wrap agreement, and billing practice. In order to prevent misunderstood, the travel and tourism industry must be very aware of the potential for litigious issues in the e-commerce environment. Moreover, user will be more wary due to the uncertainty of where to seek compensation when deals go bad. Online travel vendors should provide a clear agreement without any distraction when tourists buying their travel packages. All transactions involving travel and tourism businesses must be legal to increase consumer trust and confidence. Lastly, vendors must also be protected from frivolous or unreasonable charges by tourists, with the goal of encouraging the continued growth of electronic commerce in the travel and tourism industry. So that's all from us. Thank you.